Hey there, I hope you're well. I just got my nails done, jazz hands. So I want to come on today and talk about some common myths and misconceptions about building a business. Sorry, I've got a fox in my garden. So the first one that I see all the time, is when people or executive assistants, when assistants go, right, that's it, I want to set up a VA business, I'm going to build a website and then the clients will come. It does not work like that. I can't stress that enough. It does not work like that. I've had a website for 3.5 years. I've never, ever got a client from the website. One, you have to drive traffic to the website. Two, which leads on to my next point, you need to get clear on who you want to work with. Who is your ideal client? Like, what services you're offering? Because if it doesn't speak to your ideal client on your website, they're not going to resonate with you and they're going to leave your website, and you're going to get a lot of what's called a bounce rate, or you will come and then they bounce off your website because it's not relevant to them or it doesn't speak to them. So when you're setting up in business, you do not want to be outlaying a lot of money with no return. And a website is something that I see a lot of people do, where they go, I'm going to invest £300, £400, £500 in a website, or you know, great if you want to get it set up by a friend or a husband, that it doesn't cost anything, have it, but know that, it's going to change a lot over time. And I see people procrastinating so much on their website. It has to be perfect. Spending 3 months on a website. You can do it in a weekend. Just get it up, get it done. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry, a bit of a rant there. Squarespace is also great if you do want to create a website. But it doesn't have to happen straight away, because it's like the Field of Dreams. Or not like the Field of Dreams, as I should say. It's not you build it and they will come. They don't. You've got to get people onto your website. You've got to get them to stay there. You've got to get them to find it. And if you haven't got the marketing strategy, that's not going to happen. So, bit of a rant there, really. But I know through experience, I'm not just making this up. I know through experience that if you want to build a business, you want to get clients in, getting a website up is not the first thing you need to do, and it's not the first thing to get clients. Okay, so that's my first point. My second point is deciding who you want to work for. Like, who is your ideal person? Like, who is your ideal client? Do you want to work for CEOs that are juggling busy diaries, both personal and business side? Do you want to work for sustainable companies in fintech? Do you want to work for solopreneurs in the creative industries? Who do you want to work with? Like, get really clear, because when you get really clear on who you want to work with and why, you can start showing up and directing your content, your marketing effectively, to those people, because they're going to have different pain points to someone else. Like, get really super clear on who it is that you want to work for. Okay, so website, don't need to do straight away. Get clear on who you want to work for, who your ideal client is, and tailor content. Yes, content, marketing, and start putting that out on social media. Social media is free, a website is not. Social media, you've got an instant audience, a website you haven't. Okay, you've got to drive traffic there. Another thing that I hear so often is, I want to get my business set up and I want to get clients, straight away. That does not happen, okay? I'm telling you right now, that does not happen. If that happened, like, we'd all be business owners, we'd all quit our job, and we set up a business because we get clients straight away. It does not happen. And then I hear the question about, how long does it take to get clients? Well, how long's a piece of string? If you do the work and you have a structure and you're following a program, then it's going to be a lot quicker. If you have the accountability and support from someone that knows what they're doing and that can coach you and guide you, then it's a lot quicker. But if you're constantly stabbing at straws, or whatever the expression is, it's going to take a long time, okay? And there's the mindset that comes with that as well. So I spoke to a client the other day and she's like, oh, well, I think I'd like to set my business in 3 to 5 years. No, you don't need to wait 3 or 5 years. You can set up your business in a matter of weeks, but then you need to start marketing yourself and get yourself out there. So please, please, please don't think that you can create a website and then just have clients come to you and that's it, you've got a VA business. There is so much that goes on behind the scenes of a business. And I say this to you from a place of love, because I want you to know that these things don't work, and what does work instead, by getting clear on your ideal client. Another thing is, like, having a marketing strategy. So how are you going to attract your clients? Like, where are they hanging out for the first, for the first thing, that's the first thing to consider, right? So I know my clients, executive assistants, hanging out on LinkedIn. I know they buy on LinkedIn because, you know, I get leads and I get sales and I help people, okay? But are your clients on LinkedIn? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Pinterest? Are they on Facebook? Are they buying? Go and join groups, do some research, create some polls, and do your market research and really understand where your ideal clients are hanging out. And then once you know that, start engaging with them, or start engaging with the people that have access to your ideal client, because the algorithms will start bringing your content or start putting your content in front of those people. So really know where your clients are hanging out and then start engaging with them. And I don't just mean the odd like here or there. I mean the like, a comment, a share. You know, add value. And adding value can be as simple as just sharing a little tip and sharing a little tool. Maybe you're focused on productivity and you love apps, okay? Then share that app, okay? Because, you know, what you know is often something that someone doesn't actually know. Like, I know so much about business, and sometimes I take it for granted that other people know this as well, but it's not the case. Okay, so you know more than you think you know. So get engaging and start sharing useful content, and that will start building a marketing strategy. Okay. Another thing I hear so often is, well, I'll start when I'm ready. I'll start when I have the confidence. Well, I'll get that job and then I'll start. Or, you know, oh, I'll see if I get made redundant and then I'll start. Okay, well, if you get made redundant, then you've got no income. And that's the thing, isn't it? When you work for an employer, you've got one income, you're contracting out all of your time to one employer. If you get made redundant, that is all gone. The benefits, everything. So don't start when you're ready. My last point, in fact, is start before you are ready. You do not have to have your ducks all in one row. And tell you that again. You do not have to have your ducks all in one row, okay? You don't. Trust me, you don't. Because when you are a business owner, you are constantly figuring things out. You're figuring new things out. I'm figuring out something called Buongiorno or Buongiorno or something like that, about how to record videos and send them to, you know, potential clients. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will, because I know that a video like the one I'm doing now creates more connection. As a business owner, you've got to always be learning, and I know as an executive assistant that is your strength, because EAs love to learn. I did it for 22 years. I was an assistant for 22 years. So don't wait until you're ready. Don't wait for the perfect time, because trust me, there is never a perfect time. You don't have to launch your business in terms of like having everything set up, but just have an idea of who you want to work with, get your marketing content out there and start to get visible, okay? If you can't show up as your name on social media, then create a business name. And don't overthink it. I hear some assistants who are building their VA business spend months agonizing over their business name. Doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. You can change your business name, buy the domain names, secure your business name, and just get started. Because you can have a business, but really the reality of the fact is, unless you've got clients, you haven't got a business. You've just got the framework and you've got a structure. So I have put together, I've just recently launched a 6-week coaching program called the VA Freedom Startup Program. It's literally that. It is for executive assistants to have the freedom and to start up with their VA business. But it goes through everything you need to know, from understanding your niche, understanding your offering and your client, understanding how you stand out in the crowd, getting a clear vision for your business, having a mission statement, having a marketing strategy, and having a content strategy as well. Like what content are you going to put out there? How are you going to stand out from the crowd? It's everything that you need to get going, to get those first clients in, and it will be a much better investment than a website when no one visits. Trust me, I have done it myself. I've got the t-shirt, so I know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to drop the link into the VA Freedom Startup Program below. So a link to book a call with me and a link to the actual program itself, so you can find out more about what it involves. But please take heed of the advice I'm giving here. I know it works because I've done it myself, and I'd love to jump on a call with you and have a chat and help you get clarity on the next steps for your VA business. Thanks so much. Take care.